What's up, guys? Lunacy Drops, aka Skate back again with another interview, another episode, Sludge Underground. So happy to be back. Before I introduce the guest, I'm gonna let my guest co-host introduce himself for the record.
Hey, what's up, people? This is Unjabulo Kanyile, aka China the Artist, and I am here co-hosting with Lunati Drops of Sludge Underground. Nothing but good podcasts, but good interviews, great people, great talks, and I can't wait to get into this conversation with you.
Now, the people that I'm here with are people who've been very instrumental in as far as putting Durban on the map. Two very talented people with a lot of chemistry. A lot of chemistry. How many chemistries now?
Yes,
that's a lot of chemistry.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Yeah. On my right, coming in for the first time, Neo Ndawo. How you doing, sir?
I'm all good, bro. How you guys doing?
I'm nice. And then on my far right is a returnee.
Yeah.
The last time we had her on Sludge, I think it was 2018.
Really?
I think. Wow. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2018.
That's like 3
4
years
years
ago.
No, 4 years later. 3.
Yeah,
3
years later.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What has happened in 3 years?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. What has happened from the last time you were with us? Please tell us. Oh, please, ladies and gentlemen, it is Yashna International.
Yeah, that's what happened. The international was born.
It's true.
You say the international.
It's true. Yeah. I had to say the international.
Yeah.
So what has happened from that point? Because I think the tape you had dropped at the time was
Faces of my broken.
yes. Yeah, that's how long ago.
EP.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take us through the journey from that point. Firstly, musically, before anything else.
I think there's been a lot of growth. One thing that has changed was that back then I had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And now it's my 9 to 5 is music. And I think so much has happened that to even be able to speak about it in a few minutes is not going to be enough. So basically what I can say is that I've written so many songs since then and
Dropped so many songs.
Tragic. COVID has happened. Life has changed. Fuel prices have gone up. You know, like a lot has happened. Life is hectic, but we're coping and we're still pushing through and we haven't given up. So I think that in itself is something powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about the moment where you're taking now the leap of faith and be like, you know what? I think now I'm just going to stop with the 9 to 5 and I'm fully going to be invested in the music.
So I think that was always the plan, but I was never brave enough to do it. And then in 2019, I think it was, when COVID happened, I got retrenched from work. So I felt like it was kind of a push in the right direction I mean, no one likes to be retrenched because it wasn't like a choice, but I was really miserable in my job. And literally I'd go to work, leave work, go to studio, get home at like late hours, wake up the next morning really early to go to work and then repeat. And it was just really heavy and taxing on me. And this, I think, was that it was actually like God saying, okay, now you need to do this. Like, stop being afraid and scared. And so I did it. The first few months was great. And then the second wave came through and swooped me off my feet. And I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to survive? But God made it such that 2020 came with a lot of blessings. And I was able to get through that. And 2021, oh my goodness, I think I got the COVID dates wrong. When did I get retrenched? 2020. I got retrenched in 2020. Late 2019, early 2020. So in 2020, I got retrenched. And ever since then, like the first few months, so the first few months were great. Like I was getting bookings and stuff like that. And then the second wave came and kind of threw me off a bit. But I bounced back and then God made it such that I was able to live off of music for that year. And now we're in 2022 and we're trying some new stuff. So it's an interesting time.
Yeah. And with you as well, bro, I want to know, Have you ever had like a 9 to 5? First of all.
Yeah, I've had a 9 to 5 before, but it was when was this? It was 2000 and I might get the dates wrong. I think 2017 or something or 16. I was working at a call center.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I can
how
imagine.
call
Now.
centers go.
Yeah, bro.
And that's the only time I had like a proper job per se, like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, and so every time I was there, I was still doing the music, of course. And every time I play my music to like my coworkers or anything, they'd ask me, "Yo, dude, what are you doing here?" Just like you, I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to get paid also.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that lasted for about, is it 6 months or 3?
That's long.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? This is my purpose. This is my passion. Let me just go ahead and pursue it, like, you know?
Full time.
Yeah, full time. So I never looked back since from then.
So at the time, I want to understand this. At the time, were you just producing, or were you doing both? Or you also on the mic?
Yeah, I was on the mic, bro. I started being on the mic like since high school days.
Oh,
yeah. So obviously I started producing first, and then I think about 2 years later,
Yeah.
I started like, you know, recording and experimenting because, you know, there's a lot of beats. If not everyone is taking the beats, so I was like, I might as well do it myself. And like sometimes I'd give a person like a beat and they won't execute it the way I had it, you know, in mind. So yeah, I was doing both, bro. I was doing both.
But do you sleep though, bro?
Yeah,
Because
I sleep now.
now. No, okay.
I sleep now.
The reason why
there was like a time, I think it was about three or 4 years where it was just like I was not getting sleep at all. If I sleep, I'll sleep for like 4 hours, 3 hours, and get up and do it back and start over again. 3 hours, 4 hours.
Bro.
Yeah, because I think
And the lifestyle was a bit hectic then. It was like, it's just, yeah. I've been like in a lot of different studio setups and environments. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but now I'm comfortable. I have my own space. I can, you know, I work according to my own hours. And you know what I'm saying? I'm my own boss. So,
Reason why I'm asking this because I know a lot of producers don't sleep. You know, when there's a session, for an example, let's say I'm an artist and I want a session. I come to you to record, maybe from like 10 to maybe 12. Then I bounce. Someone else will come maybe at 1, you know, and then maybe you'll do sessions till like 6. And then when everyone's out, you stay behind, and then you relook at the music that you recorded, and maybe there's mixing to be done, there's this to be done. So a lot of producers don't really get to sleep.
that's how it was, like back in the day. Because it was, in like 2018, 2019, I started recording here like full time. But I had work.
Okay.
So I'd work from like Mondays to Saturdays. So after work, I'd come here. I'd only leave here, and usually it was him and Scotch that were here. I'd only leave here like sometimes between 12 to 3.
Yeah.
Every single day. So I'd knock off work, come here, be in studio till like 12 or 3, depending on what type of session we're having, and I'd leave and go home and go to work, and then we do it all over again. So he never used to sleep, really.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But see, when you're like your early days, of course you just have to put in that much hours and like. But now I do everything like accordingly. I have to plan myself. You know what I'm saying? And not getting enough sleep, you don't become really like as efficient as much as people can say. Work hard, don't sleep. You're not as efficient if you're getting enough sleep and like you have a proper lifestyle and everything. So. Yeah, I'm very glad now I have like that type of lifestyle. I plan my stuff accordingly and, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to another COVID question, but Yashna, that last EP that the one you dropped when we had you on the last time, it was about broken hearts, this and that. You know what I mean? So now, I want to know about the chemistry now. When does the chemistry kick in? Because now I want to know because, you know, we were there at the listening session, you know, and we were feeling your pain. You know what I mean? There's this song you did there with Chris Snakes.
Oh my goodness. Why are you taking it all the way back there?
With that last clip that you play in the end.
Very hectic.
You know? That connected with the whole song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at that point in time, you did say you've healed, but you were just expressing how you felt in that period.
Yeah.
Now, post.
Basically, just say that.
I don't even know, man. I was like,
Hey,
What happened to
hey,
saying niggas?
what
The
happened?
question is, what happened to saying niggas are trash?
Yes, that's what you want to know. When does the chemistry kick in?
oh, the chemistry kicked in when I just spent a lot of time in the studio making music, and then it just like, you know, it bubbled and blossomed, and now we put it into a song, and as you know, we have 4 chemistry projects, and that's what we're talking about. Chemistry, the project.
Exactly.
You know, music. Yeah, and we recently dropped our 4th single.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I was very bold at the time to say that I had healed, because I had created that project from a space of pain.
Yeah.
But I feel like healing is a process. It's not an overnight thing. And I think through all the songs that I've written, it's very evident what I've been through, what I'm going through. And up till my current state right now, I tell stories. So yeah, there are times when I make songs that aren't necessarily about like the reality that I'm in, but majority of them are. And I'm just glad to say that I'm in a happy space. I'm in a safe space.
Yes.
And there's more peace now than pain. So I'm glad about that.
Halala, halala, halala. Siabo. That's all we need, because I think as an artist, you know, it's hard, bro. Like whether you're male or female, you know, it's so hard to be an artist and handle that, and you know, your personal life, as much as the personal life you get some sort of inspiration from your personal life, but it's hard when you're not in a space where maybe in a relationship you're not valued, or you know your mental state is just not okay. So I think it's good that you guys somehow balanced it out, and were able to like be there for each other. Like you said, you're now in a safe space. You know what I mean? That's important, because that space you've created also helps you in other aspects. You grow musically, you grow as a person, you know, in so many other ways. So, all right, well done, Ndao, well done. The next time we come back, we'll definitely come back with some sort of trophy or something. Or something. Yes, but I want to know with you, bro, like, when did you realize that, no, man, this is the one?
No pressure.
No, you can't deny chemistry, bro.
Yeah.
You can't deny chemistry, bro. So as much as I believe in God, I also believe in science.
Yeah.
You know, so if the chemistry is right,
exactly,
with the right particles, you expand, and something beautiful comes out of it, bro. So as a couple making music, have you had any like challenges? How's it working with your partner? Like, because you know at school you can't have a girlfriend in your class, because what if you get a 0? Yeah. You know, or at work, you know, it's a bit distracting. So with you guys working together, how has there been any challenges, or what's been the situation?
I think I'll start and you can end, because let me just start to cover my ass. Okay. Firstly, I think it was easy because we started making music before we started dating, but I think if anything, it's really important to have someone in your corner that believes in you, that will push you out of your comfort zone. There's times as an artist I get frustrated, but like Neo's been there to say, no, you can do this, or do it like this, or to direct me in the right direction, you know? If that makes sense, direct me in the right direction, to steer me in the right direction. And the good thing is that because we're partners, there's this ability to be open and honest with each other. So if something doesn't sit right with one of us, like, we're able to express it. So if I'm not okay with something on the song, I can express that and he can just guide me. And there's been another thing that helps is that this is going to open a whole other can of worms, but in this industry, mental health, that topic. So there's dark days and there's days when you just want to give up, and days when you just don't want to do it anymore because you just feel frustrated. But the fact that I have him there to kind of remind me why I'm doing this, or the reason behind why we're pushing so hard and not giving up, it helps. So I think it's very important to have someone there that knows what you're going through, because there'll always be challenges, and sometimes there are those challenges. And usually I am the challenge, because Neo is so chilled, like he's super chilled, but like that TikTok thing that goes, Am I the drama? I might be the drama. But yeah, so yeah, there's definitely challenges. Nothing is perfect in life. Like social media will lie to you. But I feel like we found a way to work and make it right, because I feel like together we're so much stronger. Like most of the stuff that I've dropped or released or even like done, like Neo's kind of been the backbone in advising me, or like someone I can lean on when I'm indecisive or unsure of what's the right thing to do. So it's very much a team effort. I'll never say that I did this by myself, because I would be lying. So yeah, I have to just give credit where credit is due. So as much as we're dating musically as well, it's just like as a team, it's a powerhouse. And now it's your turn to talk.
You've said like everything I wanted to cover. Like after saying all of that, yeah, but just to wrap it up, bro, like nothing is perfect. You see, nothing is perfect. So we have our challenges, but we always like find a way forward. And I feel like the best thing to do is communicate, bro.
Yeah.
Like communication is like the vital thing. Like even with me, bro, like I'm a better communicator than I was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have our challenges, but we always find a way forward. And I'm like wired in a different way, bro. She'll tell you, like I'm programmed, dog. I just work. All I know is work. All I know is work, bro. So yeah, my G. So I think like first things first, communication, bro, and just looking at things at a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I can say.
Like I said in the beginning, you guys are like one of the people in the forefront when it comes to Durban and the music scene in Durban, because we know the moves that you've done. We know the moves that you've done, Yashna. There was a competition you were in, I think 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I think, no, not that one. It was with some sort of alcohol brand, I think.
Alcohol.
Was it not Jameson or something?
Oh, no, you're talking about COVID. During COVID, I found so many challenges.
The one
where Slicker reacted to
yes, and
No, it wasn't Slicker, it was
Questa. Yeah, it was Questa. Yeah, it definitely was Questa.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And
Questa.
and as an artist, because some artists they don't really go for competitions because they like, I'm gonna be, it's pride, So they like, I'm just gonna push. I'm not gonna let anyone tell me something about my own art, So tell me about that competition, and tell me why was it so important for you to enter any other competition that you entered during that time right up until now?
Okay, so during that time, during COVID, I was stuck at home. I do not produce my music. So Neo does that. So it's like we had spoken and we were thinking, how do you stay relevant and current in a time where you can't leave your house? There's only so much you can do by yourself because we're independent artists. Like there's no label to back us. So we spoke, and then I was put on an app that records vocals, which it's not as clear as a studio, but I mean it's close to it. So I decided, like, it was a time where social media was where everyone's at, because everyone's bored, everyone's at home. And there were tons of challenges coming out. I think the first challenge that I did was one with Shekinah. There was a loop that they dropped. And so what I'd do is I'd record my vocals on my phone. I'd send it to Neo, who'd mix it. And yeah, I think you just mixed it. You didn't master back then. Because it was just for social media. So he sent it back. And that was the first one. Then it was actually 2 alcohol brands. One was Jameson, one was Budweiser. And I kind of made it to both, I think. I didn't win anything with Jameson. I just got a shout out from Cresta, which was dope. And with Budweiser, I actually made it to the top 10, I think. And I actually saw people shading because I sang and I didn't like rap. I sang rap. But we said, regardless, like whatever challenge it is, we're hopping on everything just to stay with our head above the water so we don't drown. Because in that time, I think a lot of artists lost their feet and they were they didn't know what to do. But we said, I think one of the main mottos that we kept throughout COVID was no excuses. We're just gonna do what we can and make no excuses. So that was one of the major things for us to navigate through COVID. And yeah, we made it work. The music that was coming out dope. There's a couple singles that we made in that time. It was important at that time because we were trying to stay relevant in a time where a lot of careers were kind of sinking. So And that was the only way because everyone was on
And it's
social
always
media.
important to just shoot your shot, man.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
How it goes.
Because
I know with most artists, obviously, they can't take creative, constructive criticism, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm one of those people.
Yeah, artists are very sensitive.
Yeah, so
Like,
it's just like, do what you're going to tell me.
exactly.
It's my issue.
Like, artists are very
Mine.
sensitive.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
They're
about
very
their
sensitive,
art.
so... Yeah, but it's dope just to have like another opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I also don't really care for opinions, to be honest. I think that's one of the reasons why we've been able to do so much because we don't really look for opinions. Like, I know a lot of artists, they start doubting themselves, so they play their song for A, B, and C, because they're not part of this project. They have opinions about the song, and then the song, they put doubt in your head, and then you actually either don't release it or you push your release to try and incorporate their opinions. As much as criticism is good at times, you just need to know when you need it and when you don't to kind of balance that out. But I think one of the things that we pride ourselves in is trusting our gut and what we love and what we like, regardless of what people will say, think, or do. Because whether you're doing good or bad, they're still going to talk, so it doesn't matter, you know? And something, going back to your point of shoot your shot, I watched the Kanye, the Genius... trilogy, and Jay-Z made a comment to say, if you don't open your mouth, you won't get fed. So if you don't open your mouth and shoot your shot, you can't like always expect that things are going to fall into your hand, because there's a lot of opportunities that I got by like opening my mouth and asking. And it's hard sometimes as an artist, because I feel like as an artist you automatically download an ego by being an artist, and your pride,
Feel entitled.
yes, you think I'm this dope, like I should just
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm dope. They supposed to. No, they don't. They don't have to. There's so many artists out there that are dope. So being dope is just like...
There's danger in entertaining the ego, because you can be talented, you know what I mean? But it's not the talent that's gonna guarantee your success. You know, it's gonna be the hard work. It's gonna be the relationships you build with people, just being able to communicate on a personal level with people, just as human beings more than anything else. You know, it's just those small other details that can actually take you there. Because with talent alone, you can literally just stay at home with your dope ass songs. Nothing's happening. You know what I mean? So it's always a dangerous thing to really entertain the ego sometimes, because I want to ask this now. In probably up until 2017 or 18, I think we all know that the Durban scene kind of declined a bit, you know, because at one point it was booming, like it was hectic. What do you think caused that?
I think there was a time when the warehouse existed and like creatives were coming through, and it was just a space, the energy was right and people were excited. And I think it's just I don't know whether I should say it. You guys can cut it if you feel like it's...
No, you can say it.
No, I'm just, for me personally, because now it's just going to sound like I'm judging. And personally, as an artist, when I'm in studio, I just don't do any form of drugs. Okay? So whatever the drug is, I feel like that could be one contributing factor to the slowness of things in Durban. Number one. Number two, not necessarily, I know, like, you know, but also it's just that lazy energy. Like people, there are such talented people here. Some people have probably hits in their bags, and it's like I don't know whether it's the excuses that they're putting out, or lying to themselves and saying this is why I can't, or whether they're depending on other people. But personally, for me, I just feel like you're your own worst enemy, in the sense that the only person that can slow you down is yourself. So, and I understand sometimes when you get in your head and you doubt yourself, it can stop you from doing certain things. But also this thing of like, no shade to weed, because I know everyone loves weed in this world, from what I'm noticing in movies and music. But at the same time, it's like, you need to know your balance. If that shit is slowing you down, then don't do it. I think I recently saw an artist saying, he's like, you're staying away from it, because if you don't have control over that shit, it's going to slow your process down. It's all fun and games to record while you're lit, or if that's your vice that you feel you need to create, then good for you. But if that's what's slowing you down, you need to sit back and say, okay, what is it really that's not allowing me to move forward? Because ultimately, anything is possible. Sometimes I feel like screaming because I feel like I'm not where I want to be, but when I look back 5 years, I know that I've moved. you know. And I'm not saying I'm better than anyone by not it's just my personal way of recording is that I prefer being sober while recording. I'm not against any vice, because like I do like to sip now and then, you know, like I smoke a little hubbly here and there, and it's nice to indulge in those vices, but you gotta know the balance, and when it affects your craft, you need to say, okay, let me just back up a little.
It's gotta be in moderation.
Yeah, there has to be moderation. Is that the word?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, in moderation. It's got to be done in moderation. So yeah, I just feel like the decline is just there's no one to blame besides yourself, because there's social media. Like you literally have the ability to do whatever, but I think it's in the minds of the kids in Durban thinking that you have to go to Joburg to do certain shit. There's certain shit that I've done that kids in Durban might have not done, because they thought, no, you have to go to Joburg to do it. I've got on radio, I've got on TV. It's about networking, it's about shooting your shot. And then anything is possible. I might not be where I want to be, but I know that I'm headed in the right direction. So yeah, that's just my take on it. And again, no shade to drugs, but don't abuse it, you know, and don't allow it to affect your ability to do what needs to be done for yourself and your sanity. And then it's your
yeah, obviously too much of everything is bad for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, let me break it down in 3 or 2 factors for me. So on the ground level, right? There's guys who have studios, home studios, bedroom studios, night studios. They record the music, they make dope music. Everyone's probably making the same sound, or there's new guys coming up with creative new sounds, whatever. Okay, cool. And now you have the music, right? Okay, when it comes to gigs, some of the guys can't really make their own gigs, right? They're not at that level where they can, like, okay, come up with the concept and then execute that concept and more people come through. Fine, there's a lot of guys doing that on that level, but there isn't the same support, because people obviously want to go to the bigger gigs where there's bigger acts. So it feels like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And like, obviously the other acts, like up and coming artists that are nearly like about to break through, they feel like they don't have to go to those type of gigs because they're aiming for the bigger gigs. You know what I'm saying? So on the ground level, it's just the support. I feel like the support for starting something is not there. Like just the support for starting and the back. So now, and then at the top, the backbone is not there. So if for hip hop, if you say you're about hip hop, you should have a backbone. Like, okay, cool, everybody's changing the sound. Okay, I'm standing firm. If there's anybody out there that still likes hip hop, I'm doing this type of event and I have the platform and I have this, come through. Let's keep the energy and keep the, you know what I'm saying, the vibe alive. And even though we outnumbered, but we still have a spot where we can share our stuff. So I feel like it's just different levels of that whole.
The support is lacking. Like even if you go to my Apple Music, there's like my support is in Joburg and Pretoria, which is wild. I'm from Durban.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So and there's a culture here of Durban, like they'll see you doing your thing,
they
right?
Know you.
They know. They'll see you.
But they will minus you.
And then they wait
in public.
Yeah, and then you
work, bro.
boom.
That's when
You blow up. It's like, yo, nah, it's from Durban.
Exactly. That's
They
how
want
it
to know
is.
you when you make it, but when you're on the come up, they'll see you, but
That's how it is.
It is how it is what it is.
It's exactly like that. So my advice to any of the guys out there, if just don't
look for validation.
Yeah, don't need. If Durban doesn't appreciate your music, it's cool.
It's cool.
The world is so big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is this, you don't even have to go to Joburg for people in Joburg to listen to your music.
Yeah.
You can just drop your music.
Yeah.
And people in Joburg will find your music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then take it from there. So that's my whole thing, bro. With like the whole culture and everything. But there's still hope.
Yeah.
'Cause-
That's just it.
I'm so glad you guys touched on the Joburg topic, because
Yeah.
yes, there's a lot of people that believe that if like you wanna do something or you wanna pop, you have to go to Joburg. You know what I mean? So that was actually my next question.
How do Maskandi artists pop in Durban?
Exactly. They stay firm.
How?
They stay firm to their sound.
But one thing, they actually, they are on the ground, definitely. And they, you see what Kuzani did, filling up a whole Moses Mapida, because he's on the ground. That's where he is with his fan base. Nah, that's dope, because it's a thing now where people believe I got the product, I got the I gotta move now to Joburg.
Bro, there's so much of groundwork and work that still needs to be done in Durban alone.
Exactly.
Alone. You know what I'm saying? Unless you've done everything and just feel like, okay, I've done it all now. These people just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm moving now, so I'm never coming back. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a different situation, bro. Because I feel like there's so many different ways. Because you always have to go back to the drawing board. If this doesn't work, okay, do this. This doesn't even going back to like the old school ways of hustling, bro. Like the guerrilla hustle where you go when you're knocking on people's doors, yo, play my shit.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like how you on the Kanye thing. Like just reaching out. I'm a USB to my Dixie, whatever.
Exactly.
Or whatever, bro. Just reach out to, and if something, maybe your marketing is online, whatever, reach out, dog, to the blogs or whatever. Just, you know what I'm saying? Podcasts like this and so on. Just keep the momentum flowing, bro. But don't be like, okay,
I'll drop like 2 songs. Nobody's listening to me. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm moving.
I'm gone.
I mean, if you can't build it here, what's the point? You're gonna go to Joburg. Like for me, I personally feel right now, I have grown. But for me to up and move to Joburg, I want to go to Joburg where they already know me like that.
Yeah, it's already
right now,
very
in
solid.
Durban,
Foundation is
the
important.
name Yashna is kind of common now, but like to just up and move, it's like you need that foundation.
Yeah, you need
the foundation is very important. Like I can tell you 2 things, bro. There's a difference between going up in Joburg on yourself than going up in Joburg and there's people waiting for you.
Yeah.
The hospitality is a lot different. The hospitality, they already know about you. How they treat you is just is way different. But you just going up, okay, next weekend I'm going to Joburg. You're gonna get there, and you're competing with so many other cats that live in Joburg. Whereas if like somebody called you up, yo, pull up, we need you because they can hear what you're doing in Durban is great. You've built and like a nice whatever fan base. So when you get there, the treatment is different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
very solid point.
Yeah, and another thing that we didn't touch on is when it comes to slowing things down, artists do not like to do admin.
Yep.
Yes.
Artists,
PR.
guys are broke because no, you see what happens is like I've been in a lot of like studio environments or studio situations, and I was also like that dude at some point where okay, you have the music, nice songs, dope, blind, it fits, cool, that's it. Blind, you drop it, but you didn't do the proper registration. You don't have like your proper documents, your RISA, your SAMPRA, or Capasso, or whatnot. Yeah. And niggas are just lazy with admin, and that's where the bag is at. Yep. Your song might not be number 1, but like if your song is playing, if you submit it to radio and it's playing like on different stations, that's still money. You know, end of the day when it's added up.
Yeah.
I love because you guys are so ahead of me. Because literally, I was gonna ask.
Answering the question before we even asked.
Exactly, bro. Like I was gonna ask, but the question was more about artist management.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because some artists don't even know about this admin stuff. You know
exactly. I mean? So now, you know, in a typical situation, there'd be an artist where they just deal with the art, and then there'll be people.
The guys have been lied to. They watch so much TV.
Yes.
Guys have been lied. You see what happens is when you look at TV, you look at a rapper, you see they lifestyle, how their situation. There's like a manager, you know what I mean? They have everything. So a road manager.
And that's why you are broke as an artist.
Because you're gonna keep having
paying everyone.
and you're gonna keep having that excuse like, nah, dog, I'm gonna do this once I have a manager.
Yeah, well.
Nah, dog, things gonna work once I have a road manager. Dog, once I have somebody to do my PR. There's always like one side.
Excuses.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're independent, you have to do those things yourself. Because all those guys you used to see on TV, they have those like big label type situation where there's like a road manager and all that stuff.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think so, that's why guys are broke.
You see with guys
actually because
with like talent, dog, like mad talent, because everyone is dope now. Like it's rare to find somebody that's like really, really, but like people are dope. Yeah. But their dopeness only can take them so far. If you don't take yourself as serious as an artist, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, like take yourself seriously in that level where okay, you know what, okay, I'm not making excuses. Yeah. This is, you know what I'm saying. This is my grind. This is my, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But guys want to do that. They just want to have the talent. Be like, nah, dog, hey, my manager's gonna sort that out, bro.
With the sauce that came on.
Nah, bro. I ain't trying to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Yashna, you're right. That's why so many people are broke. Because I think another thing, artists not educating themselves about these things can lead to them being easily exploited. Yes, sir. Because I can literally come to you and tell you, bro, I can tie your shoelaces for you. something you can do for your own, on your own. But I'm like, bro, just wear the shoes, or I'll tie them, you know, and then I get a bag. So for me, you're the money pig or something.
Yeah.
And people, but I think, I don't know. I think, especially here in Durban, if there was a chance for artists to really educate each other, those like workshops or something where someone with a certain knowledge of something.
The sad reality is that these artists you speak of, they don't want to be educated because they feel like they know what they're doing. They're there to rap. They're there to sing. And let me tell you, first and foremost, if you are an artist listening to me, please listen to me carefully. Please register with Sampra, Samro, and Risa. If I left anything out, go Google and do your homework. I can't teach you everything. But I will say this. Literally, you can call Samro. You can call Sampra if you have a question. It is so important to have split sheets. Every single song that you work on, you get people that wrote and composed those songs to sign. According to me, I don't know about other people, but in my world, producers get 50%. Standard. So if you're an artist and you think, no, this is my song. No, like... 50% goes to producer. The balance of the 50% is whoever wrote the song. Yeah. You know, it's simple things like that maybe people don't know about, because you get people that come in and they want to own the song. Okay, let's say, for example, a DJ comes and says, I want the song, and they don't add anything. Like, they just sit there and they're like, okay, I want to take the song because I can do more with it. And like, as an artist who really wants to eat and wants to, you know, they want their name out there, they're going to just say, yeah, take the song. Yeah. They take the song, and then they want a bulk of the publishing portion, which they should not have, personally, in my opinion, because everyone thinks that all the eggs are in one basket, Samro, which is inaccurate and incorrect, because they're still Sampra. Samro pays the people that have created the song. Sampra pays the people whose song it is. So say, for example, there's DJ Laptop, okay, and he drops a song. He's gonna get a nice big bag, if the song gets airplay, from Sampra. And then the bag from Samro should go to the people who rightfully created it. But we live in an age where people are so manipulated. People are so uneducated on where the bag comes from. That's why there's constantly broke artists, because they give these rights away thinking, no, that DJ is going to make my song blow up, so it's fine. They can just have the song. No, bro, you are playing yourself, you know? So I just feel like it disappoints me, because I feel like one of the reasons why I've come this far is because I've been so hands-on with my admin, so I'm just very well aware on what's happening where. And I feel like a lot of there could be way more artists that are winning in this sector, and where it looks like they're winning. Yeah. But they're not on top of things with their admin. And even with networking, it's so easy to network. You follow someone on Instagram, you pop them a DM, or you find their email and you email them and you ask them these questions. Some people actually respond. Yes. Like, that's how, like, I get certain things happening, because you shoot your shot. Just wanna act fresh, if you want to act fresh. And the thing is, like, it doesn't make sense, because the only person that you're hurting is yourself and your pocket. You know, so I feel like it's very important, and it's not like it's some hard type of education. Like, it's the simple shit. Get registered and make sure you just get your papers signed and you have it there. And it's important to have a publisher, but at the same time, like, if you can handle your own shit, then do it. You know, especially now that this is I don't have another 9 to 5. This is it. I have time, so I don't have an excuse right now. And if you're an artist where you're not juggling 10 other jobs, then you have no excuse to have your admin and your shit together. Like, it's that simple. Yeah.
So artists really need to know your value, know your worth, educate yourself.
Yeah, I think it's sad, for real.
Sad, literally.
Yeah, because especially when they don't want to be educated, like, they don't want to be told, because, like you said, people want to act fresh all the time. Like, they got it all together.
They want to get famous quick.
Yeah, and it's that's why they even end up, some of them, signing the wrong contracts. And because my thing is, as an artist, if I can make, let's say, maybe 3,000 of a show or whatever, and then with that 3,000, I can buy the coolest fits. You know, I can, buy the most swaggiest. Yeah. Then I can also pay an amount to a lawyer to read my shit. Because it's like 2,000 or something just to get a lawyer to sit down with you and advise.
As long as there's a contract there needs to be a
Yeah, if you can get money off the music and you can buy like
and
things for yourself. Yeah, then because even that is just investing in yourself.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
So I think arts. I don't know how it can be done, but I always have this thing that I just wish people could really, especially in Durban, because we have a lot of dope artists and they could be far.
They could.
If they had the right information or if they were eager to get the right information.
And I feel like for any artist, Brad, the best time to sign is when you don't need a label, because you know why? You have that leverage. Whatever contract they place like on the table, be like, no, I can do this. What else can you offer me?
Yeah.
But when they do it, when they see, okay, you're in desperate need, like, oh, they can try to make money off you.
That's when they come.
So that's what I'm saying. The best time to sign is when you don't actually need. I know it's like it's a double.
It actually makes sense what you're saying, because
it's when you don't need it.
Because
the
what
time
can
when
you
you
offer
sign
me?
and you need it, it's like, okay.
But what can you offer me? Because I can do this.
That's another problem. You see, as soon as a label approaches, and if you're an artist that's dying for fame, and you're just gonna say, this is like a big label, a major label, and you're just gonna be like, oh, it's them, I have to take it, I'm gonna sign. Now you are signing away masters, these little things written in these small letters that you're not reading because you're just like, oh, major label, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you really need to know your worth and see, is this gonna work for me? And sometimes they might not like what you have to say, but ultimately, don't just say yes to everything. There comes a point where you don't have to say yes to everything. Like, I've realized in life, I won't say yes to everything. There's some things I'm going to say no to because I feel like it's not right for me. That's just how I move. I'm not a yes man. I'm not gonna say yes to everything. And I think there's a lot of artists that they just feel like, oh, major label A reached out to me, now I have to sign. This is my way. This is what I'm gonna make. No, because it's harder being independent than it is being labels. Obviously, they're gonna do all the dirty work for you, but sometimes they can shelf you. Now, I'm at my level. It depends what level you're on. Because if you're on a certain level where you have the potential to be shelved, I will say don't sign. Because you need to know that you're going to add value to them rather than them adding value to you. Otherwise, you're going to get shoved, and now your freedom is taken from recording what you want to record, when you want to record, how you want to record.
Or how you want to, when you want to.
And there's a slide, like a lot of guys still believe the slide, but that a label is going to come and approach you because you're dope. Like, here's this advance. You make such beautiful music, bruh. Like, we've never heard anything like it. You know what? Here's like 500,000.
Here's some debt for you.
Because you're dope.
Exactly.
It's a loan.
It's a loan.
But they still But there's a lot of guys that still believe in that the word advance means pocket money.
That's just yours.
Like you're not gonna know. It's sad when it comes to that, because like you said, labels come to you like when you're really desperate. You know what I mean? So in a situation where maybe, let's say, home is like far away from Durban and I'm renting here, and maybe I just lost my job. Now I don't know how to pay rent. Now I don't know how I'm going to buy groceries. I have a child. I don't know how I'm going to buy nappies and this and that. And then this label comes and be like, bruh, 500,000, you're good. We're going to get you, you know, we're going to help you with this place to stay. You're not going to stay here. You're a superstar now. You're going to be there. Here's the keys to a certain car. Bruh, you're good. The artist is just there like, and then it's like a miracle to them because they needed that. You know what I mean? And I think that's why sometimes I don't judge artists who sign under those circumstances, because it's really a desperate thing, but at the same time,
the label mentality, that's the whole idea. They see that you didn't want to suck it in. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They know. They know you're desperate, bro.
Yo. Nah, this industry is quite a hard one.
It's harsh, bro.
I just would say don't ever take an advance. Like you're just gonna be working to pay that shit off, and you won't be seeing the money and stuff. So I don't believe in advances. And look at today, like studio doesn't even have to be that fancy as
exactly.
Like people have studios in their rooms.
If you take an advance, Take that shit, put it in the bank.
Yes. Don't
And don't use it.
Splurge it.
No, don't even use it.
Don't
Take
use
that
it.
shit, put it in the bank, and then go in the streets and sell some shit like you're not signed.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Another thing.
But obviously, people want to look like it's like, for example, if you heard, they're like, okay, Neo got a deal from Def Jam, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I meet up with you. You see me in town, dog. Taking a taxi, coming like, yeah, the guy's signed, dog.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to live up to that image.
Everyone has to look.
But that's
Yes.
that pressure and that silent
Exactly.
lie that they could do that. An artist has to look like this. An artist has to have an entourage. An artist has to pull up in this black big ass car with black tinted windows and bodyguards. It's a lie. That's just money from the artist's pocket that is paying for all that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
The
know?
whole advance that they gave you,
that is hectic. Yo.
percentage of all that money goes to the PR, goes to your road management, the planning of the gigs, the planning of the interview.
Then you wonder why. Why is my pocket
And then
like
why
that?
you're like, hey, but why am I getting like
And
fucking
bro, this has been
6,000,
going on
5,000
for
a month?
years.
For
When they
years,
told
bro.
me
But that's
my
just
advance
it.
is like 500K.
That's just it. This has been going on for so many years, and we're finally able to see it with the internet, with TV, with Netflix biographies. Like, it's no longer a secret, and I don't think labels can deal with how we're so exposed to it. We're literally able to do what labels can do for us, except that they can do it at a quicker pace, because being independent is much slower. We can't lie. It's not as what independents do is not going to be on that level as labels, but at least you know what's happening, you know.
Yeah.
So and no shade to labels. I feel like I'm not against labels. I probably consider it when they view me as value rather than them doing me a favor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
So another thing, bro, there's a video of Dame Dash. She's breaking down like a million. What's $1 million rand? When you only get signed, they give you $1 million rand.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
First things first, you're not getting that whole $1 million rand. Tax. Boom.
Already.
Already. It's like 500.
Yeah.
You have 500K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 500K. Okay, you want to buy like what now? A house, right? You have to, but let's say you buy a house for 100K, even though it's not like just an example.
Yeah.
You know, 100K, boom. You buy that house, maintenance for that house. It's probably another 50K for the whole year, whatever. You buy a car. You know what I'm saying? Another
Now you're
100K.
trying to look
Yeah,
good.
now
You gotta look
100K.
like you're
Maintenance for that car also. Same thing. You want new clothes. Maintenance for all that. You know what I'm saying? You finally got the deal. You want to buy your mama house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
all
the
of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing.
And you haven't even
Bro.
bro. Your
And
album
then,
yet.
yeah, and you haven't even paid for studio time. You
see?
haven't even paid for your project. You haven't even done the actual thing that got you the deal.
Yep.
it's wild out here.
It is very wild. Another
So-
thing,
Realize
you know,
into it.
just so you know, guys, we're not bashing labels. We're not against
Good.
people
No pros and
signing,
cons.
but we just pointing out the things that people miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And another thing, when the deal is good,
Yeah.
like, and it's beneficial for you,
Yes.
there are artists who will get the deal and then not do what made them get the deal.
Yeah. That's
So if I was pushing hard and then I was recognized by a certain label and then they approach me and then we do the business, I sign,
Yeah.
and then now I take a chill pill. Now I'm comfortable because now I'm a superstar. Now I'm not. Whereas I should be now doing that thing maybe twice as much as more than I was.
It just depends on ethic, your work
Yeah.
ethic, and what it is your end goal is. If your end goal is just to be famous, then yeah, you can do that shit. But if your end goal is to touch lives and make music that makes a difference, then you're gonna keep doing that shit.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think with this was a very good interview, bro. Because I think if someone will be listening to this, they also we just gave them something to think about, and they'll take their own steps to research further and see what needs to be done as an independent artist, because some of these things are the reason or are some of the factors that contribute to the mental health of an artist. Where now you get an artist who's depressed, who's this and that, because they feel deceived or betrayed, because now they're inside that situation and it's not as rosy as they saw it from the outside.
Yeah, because a lot of people get deceived from like this fairy tale. There's like this rap fairy tale going on, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why they feel like once they get signed, once they're on that level, it's not as they imagine.
It's never gonna be what
It's
you're
it's like, you know what I mean? It's not as they imagine. So my thing is this with music, bro. It's like, fine, I get it. Artists go through depression and they get depressed and stuff like that. But I can give you a simple example. It's always got to do with money and image.
Yeah.
So for me, when I was making music in high school, I knew I wasn't making a cent out of music. I went to school and came back after school, made beats. But that feeling was priceless. Like, even though I didn't make money or didn't make anything out of it, I just felt good. Like, I just like felt good. You see, when now it changes into a situation where you need the money, or like the image has to go along with the music. There's like all this pressure combined in it. Whereas you're making music for like,
Just for the love.
but I get it. We adults now, it's a career. There's a lot of things involved. But like, I think for people to avoid depression, or obviously it's going to happen or whatever, but like, just go back to the core of it. Why you like doing music in the first place. How you fell in love with music. And then...
That's what I was talking about when I said I have those days, and he said shit like this to
Yeah.
remind me.
What's the reason?
So just the reason, bro. Like there's some days where you're just doing music, but you're not getting paid a cent. Nobody knew who the fuck you are, but like, somehow you just felt like, ish, I just enjoy this shit.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's like the main thing to always go back to. But that's why people always say, like, just always go back to your ground roots, but it's like it gives you a different perspective. That's why a lot of people that blow up, they still go back to wherever they grew up with or whatever. That reminds them where they come from. And when if you're grounded and you have that in place, bro, it's really, you're not gonna be as lost or whatever. But it's just a different perspective, and it puts you in place.
What is your like perception on like success or like a successful artist?
Money, bags, cash, racks, bands, That's like a shallow.
Success. So life has taught me that everything is temporary.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a kid, your parents shield you and they make you think that life can be as glorious as you want it to be. TV teaches you all these cartoons. They're like, you can be happy all the time. And it's not like that. So for me, as a kid, I thought success was just seeing me on TV and hearing me on radio. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
But being in it, I realized it's not that. It's the furthest thing from that. You know, for me, success is having peace. It's having enough money in my bank account so that I know I'm going to get through this month at least, you know?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I'm aiming for more than that because money matters. But yeah, success is just being happy for... success is not my phone ringing while I'm trying to answer this question. Sorry, guys. Well, it's my mother calling, so I'll just say success is also having a happy mama.
Yes.
So, you know, for me, success is basically just being happy and being at peace, you know, in life and in everything. So, yeah, as much as I do aspire to have certain things, I feel like it's my mental space. It's my heart, because I'm a very emotional person. So, success is just knowing that God is there. And that everything's going to be okay. I feel like right now, even though I'm not where I wanted to be, I feel like I have success because I'm doing what I love to do, you know, and I'm doing it with people that I love and people that support and love me. So I feel like I have success, but I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I'm not successful. Yeah, so that's just success for me. As much as you guys are probably thinking, look at her trying to be a humble pie. Like, I do love money, okay? I'm not saying I don't love money, don't get me wrong. But success is just having the people that you love being okay and you being okay, you know? Yeah. So that's me. What's success for you, Ndaweezy?
Okay, how much is enough, bro?
It's never enough.
I feel like...
how much is enough? Like, you know that, like, with people that get money, they want more money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, it's just the way it is. So how much is enough? And the thing is this, bro, like for me, like with the most successful people that have money, bro, like there's been a lot of things coming out and like being in the open, like people are not happy, bro.
Yeah.
People are not happy, dog. Like they're not happy. Like a lot of successful dog. Like
We
so
just
many,
learned that, like,
so
in the
many
past
artists dog like overseas and stuff like that. You hear like this guy got tons and tons of millions.
Yeah.
But they depressed.
Shit.
So clearly, money is not happiness as much as it can buy like a young percentage or like a portion of that happiness. That's not where it's at. So for me, I think it's just being in a good space mentally.
Yeah.
And like health wise also, bro. Like that contributes a lot to your to your mental space, you know?
Yeah.
So
Drink water.
yeah, drink water. And obviously, bro, I want the racks too, the bands and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But if I don't get it, bro, it is what it is, dog. Like I'm still breathing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, that's another thing with me, dog. Like I grew up in Eastern Cape, dog. I know people that are worse off, dog.
Yeah.
Worse off, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact I'm successful. Like right now.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I'm successful. Yes, and I'm gonna obviously get bigger and bigger and whatnot. But for me, it's not necessarily money, dog. It's just being in a good mental space. And finding that inner peace. And guys, pray, bro.
Yeah.
God is gonna put you in line and guide you, man. So yeah, don't sell your soul, niggas. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's not worth it, bro. Like it's like you see, growing up, I used to see like everything on TV. That's why I keep going back to TV. Everything is just glamorized.
Yeah.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? It's just you like as you grow up, it's like you promise something. It's like, yeah, if you do this, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? And that's not how life goes, bro. So yeah, Maji. So just find that inner peace and be at a balanced mental state, and yeah, man, and work, man, and
Put in the work.
put in the work.
Yeah, I'm glad we've
Get your
been.
money up at the same time.
I'm glad we've been touching on the mental issue thing. You know, first of all, I just want to say rest in peace, Ricky. You know, it was a sad one, quite a sad one. You know, and obviously because he was also going through some things as we're here, and knowing that he's not the only one in the industry that's going through mental issues or those type of demons, because even Double HP succumbed to that, you know what I mean? So my question is, what can be done? Because this industry is the toughest.
Yeah,
Like it's that devil's playground. So what can be done, or what can we do for each other as artists to be like, to keep each other sane? You know what I mean? To remind each other that sometimes you're not gonna be okay, you know, but it's okay because it's just part of life. If you can be sad, you can be happy. If you can be happy, you can be sad. It's just a thing. And because we know that depression is like something you get diagnosed for. It's not really, there's never really a reason why you're depressed. It's just whatever chemical imbalance, as they put it. So what can we do for each other as artists in the same playground for each other to make sure that at least he's good? He might not want to talk about it, but I can see that maybe, you know, or if he talks about it, you know, what can be done for artists, like for each other?
Yeah, the Ricky thing, it hit me like harder than I thought it would. It was a smack in my face. It was a reality check. It was a wake-up call. Because if I looked at Ricky, he was at the stage in his life where I felt like I want to be.
Exactly.
And the reality that he chose on purpose to exit because he wasn't satisfied was wild to me.
Yeah, it was scary.
I literally like was so freaking sad because I didn't know how to accept. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. And in saying that, I feel like everyone's gonna go through it.
Yeah.
Everyone is going through it. And one thing I will tell you, I mean, it's every person for themselves and everyone has their own perspective on this shit. But for me personally, I don't consider that I have friends in this industry.
Oh yes.
Now that is the biggest mistake I feel, because see, a lot of artists, they consider people friends in this industry. They look to them for validation. They look to them to help them out. I can't help you. I'm so sorry to tell you that I can't help you, because you see those voices in your head that you're dealing with, only you can hear them. So I'm blessed enough to have friends outside of the industry, you know, who I can go to and have a normal conversation about normal life. That's not about music. That's not about, you know, the struggles that are in music. And even if I tell them about it, they're going to give me a different perspective and different type of guidance. Some people do have friends in the industry, but let me just say that this is a fucking fake industry. Okay? That's calling a spade a shit shovel, and people want to lie about it. Let me tell you, when I looked at Ricky Rick, I thought he had, like, him and these people in the industry were such good friends.
Exactly.
I'm not blaming any of his friends for not being there for him, because obviously the voices he was hearing in his head was something he couldn't run away from. But
I hear you.
But that he felt like he didn't have anyone.
That he could turn to no one is the wildest thing. You know, so for me, it's like, I know you're asking me, like, how can we help each other? The only way we can help each other is through things like this, like podcasts. When I watch a podcast and I hear someone going through the same shit as I am, then I'm like, okay, I'm not alone in this. And I'm here to say that whoever's listening, like, you're not alone in this. It's glamorous on social media. Social media is a fucking lie. I'm only going to post the good stuff, and I'm telling you, I'm only going to post the good stuff. I don't want to post when I'm looking bad. I'm not going to post when I don't feel good about myself. I'm not going to post when I have an L. I'm going to post when I have a W. That's just how it is. And if you think that I'm going to want to... I know, like, a lot of people, they want to see, like, the whole side of the artist, but some of us, we don't want to show that. And that's okay. People just feel so entitled to artists' lives and to every part of their lives. And unfortunately, as much as we give you our music, not all of us want to give you, like, the full circle.
Yeah.
We want to keep some things private, you know? So I just feel like depression is something very real in everyone's life, not only people in the industry. But in the industry, I think the reason why we suffer the most is because we seek validation. The fact that if I drop a single, I'm waiting for people to like the song, and if they don't like the song, I'm like, people don't like the song, oh my god, am I not good enough? If you put your worth and your self-value into that one song and into the people that are listening to your music, you're just letting yourself down. Because as long as you believe in yourself, oh my god, I'm preaching to myself, because sometimes I need to hear this myself. But like, you just have to trust in the process. Like, trust in the process. You're gonna have those dark days. There's days where I just feel like I wish I could close my eyes and just like not do this anymore. Sometimes I wish that this music thing didn't choose me, but it did. There's sometimes where I just want to feel like, fuck everything, you know? But at the end of the day, I know there's moments where I know that this is my purpose, this is my calling, this is what God said that I must do. Why did he give me this talent, you know? Not for no reason. So I'm going to do something with it. So there's days where there's the light, and there's days where there's dark times. And unfortunately, we're all going to have that. But we can ask people how they are if you really care about someone. But for me personally, fuck fake friends. I don't have time for that shit. So I'm very selfish with my space. I only allow people in my space that I care about, that I know add value to my life, whose lives I know I can contribute in a valuable way because I care about them. And for those that are just there for the hyper clout, then shame, you can miss me. But I'm not trying to be an ugly person. I'm just saying, protect your space and protect your energy. This thing about you want selfies with these people just because they're this or that name, just for the gram, just to look good, and like internally you're actually fucking sad, because once you stop taking this picture or video, it's gonna go back to you guys not talking or like nothing deeper than just that conversation. It's that doesn't add value to me. I don't need that in my life. I'm very selfish with my space and time. So I'm just saying that everyone's gonna go through it. But just push through another day just to see what could happen, because the next day might be where your breakthrough lies. You know? So prayers out to all those that are going through it, because it's not easy, and depression isn't a joke, and it's not something to play about. But just focus on your purpose and just try to make it through another day, I guess. And fuck fake friends. Drake said it, didn't he?
Drops the mic. Dog, like, you see, especially for men, dog, like, depression for men is like a whole different angle, dog. It's a whole different perspective, you know? And a lot of guys go through it. It's just that for guys, a lot of guys find it very hard to open up, because you're expected as a man to just, you know what I mean? Suck it up, and, you know? So I think if more guys spread awareness about it and just create the space where guys can pull up and just actually say exactly what they feeling like, you know?
In a space where you can't be judged as well.
In a space where you can't be judged. So I think that would help a lot. And just, like I said, spreading more awareness. Because as like a person in the industry, people don't want to see you, like, you're expected to always be just having a good time. Like, no matter what it is, you're just like expected to a good, like, you programmed, hey,
And that's what the
Zhao.
drugs come in, you know?
You know?
Now you're taking drugs to like help you
Always
stay on that
happy.
level that's expected of
Exactly.
you.
So and the thing with substance abuse, dog, it contributes, dog, because all those voices in your head, and then you take substance abuse also, it contributes. Now you're having all these thoughts and these voices in your head. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna contribute, dog, and it's very unhealthy. So I feel like as from a male perspective, I think more awareness and just guys should just communicate a bit more. I get it. It's just hard for guys because when you communicate about stuff like this, especially for the black niggas, you're soft, bruh.
Yeah.
You feel like you're soft or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. And I now I must confess, I'm hardwired like that. But I as much as I can have those voices in my head, like I kill them off quick. Like, because it's just, hey, mind don't. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Just be a man. Just, you know what I'm saying? We're just hardwired like that. So yeah, bro, I feel like just also what's important is just have good people around you, bro. People that are not in the music industry.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an artist, whatever. Just like somebody you grew up with, whatever. Or like just have normal people.
Yeah, that space of reality.
Yeah, the reality they can, because what happens is with artists they can't separate the character and themselves.
Exactly.
That's what happens when you can't separate that. Then it's a problem.
That's a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When I get home, I'm still Neo Ndawo because that's my real name. But you know what I mean? I'm not that dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm an uncle, I'm a brother, I'm a son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't care at home if I'm like I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Wash
it's
the
just,
dishes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
it's just that's the reality. So if you have people that can bring you back to reality, good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can I ask you one more thing before you finish?
It's
Also, the way we contribute, how we help our peers is to put it through the music that we make. So just by the way, I have a project dropping. And the song number 6, Hear Me, is about this shit. So that's how I'm helping you guys. You're welcome.
My question in wrapping up was gonna be about the music because I want
I'm so sorry, we're jumping the gun.
Yeah, you know,
No,
you've been guessing my questions the whole time.
I told you.
So now I just want us to wrap it on a good note. You know, prayers to everyone who's going through it for real.
Yes.
You know, hopefully you see a brighter day and hope. You know what I mean? But now back to the music. Let's talk about the music. We're gonna talk about individually,
Yeah.
and then you guys as a duo.
You can
What's
go first. I've been
happening?
going.
Okay, obviously we dropped Chemistry 4
Yeah.
on Feb,
So many.
like we always do. Yeah, so we dropped that together. And on my side, bro, I have so much of music that I need to drop.
so much.
So I think from end of this month, or if not next month, I'm gonna I'm just gonna be dropping my singles each month and working on visuals. So, and you know, as a producer, because you always like focus on other people's music also, you have to like kind of take a step back to your own music and come back to it. But like I'm ready, bro. There's like so much music I have to drop. So yeah, guys can just expect that. And I have an Afro project I need to drop. I have Lingo 3 I need to drop. 2 or 3 singles I need to drop. That's is it a ballad Afro vibe? Yeah. So yeah, I'm coming for the next. So
super versatile.
yeah, that's it, bro. And more visuals, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely more visuals.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but I'm more excited about the Yashi project.
Tell us more.
Firstly, I just want to clarify. Like, I think people think that I have Neo under my thumb and like he doesn't work with anyone. He only works with me because I drop so much shit so often, you know. But if people knew how many artists Neo works with who are dope and like hot with their music that are coming up, like he's been putting in for Durban. Like he deserves his flowers. Now, Neo, here are your flowers. You take your flowers. You deserve them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but at the same time, like, yeah, we work nonstop when it comes to the music, and like sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, you know, you try to find the balance between that, the art and personal life. But I'm so grateful that he doesn't give up. Like if I were him, sometimes I'd just be like, well, whatever then, you know. But he's like, he keeps me going. So I have a project coming up, which is I don't think anyone's expecting it.
Yeah.
And it came about by just like an idea. He's like, yo, you should totally try this. And I was like, well, why not? And then we experimented, but like the experiment turned really dope. And we were like, oh shit, okay, this is a bit dope and like really dope.
Yeah.
And then we ended up doing a project called Yashi. It's totally trap from beginning to end. It's a 6-track EP. Yeah, it's all of that. So it's wild. I'm so proud of it. I feel like, oh God, Neo killed the beats. He handled all the beats on this project, and he features on a song. And I just feel like it's such a solid project. I feel like it could be competing with your heavyweights that everyone puts on pedestals because of hype and clout. But we will still drop it, and I just feel like I'm very proud of it. So that's dropping.
I'm excited.
Even me, I'm very excited. Nervous, but excited.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm also hoping to drop visuals. So fingers crossed that works out for this project. And going forward, I have a few singles that I'm going to drop throughout this year. And then there's also something we're going to be experimenting with. I don't want to say it right now, but it will happen. And when it happens, you'll be like, oh, that's what you wanted to experiment with. Yeah. But I think it's going to be really dope because, I haven't left piano fully, and I won't. Even though people are probably like, where is she? I just got someone commented on a Facebook post like, we're already missing the I'm a piano you. And I'm like, but I didn't go anywhere. I'm just kind of diving into trap for now. Yeah. Which I'm really excited about. So it's going to be interesting. I hope people hear me and what I have to say, because I say a lot of stuff on this project that I've kept quiet about for a long while. So it's a statement piece, and it's just that time. Like, there's a time and a place for everything.
Exclusive for y'all.
Yeah, maybe you guys can get an exclusive listen of the project.
We are getting an exclusive.
First reaction.
Is you guys actually going to be the first reaction?
The first reaction, imagine.
Yo, we're so honored, bro. We're so honored.
But yeah,
it's gonna be one song.
Whatever,
Still good, bro. As long as we're the first ones, it's nice.
But yeah, that's basically it. More visuals, another EP on the way this year later on, and more singles. And yeah, I guess we'll just see what this year has planned. But I'm definitely putting it out there that God must make possible ways for me to just not be stuck in South Africa for too long. We want to travel. So yeah, this is that year. I'm declaring it. So hopefully the next time I'm on Sludge Underground, I'm going to be like, oh, you know when I went to New York, and you know when I went to Paris.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to those conversations. Nah, man, I'm so happy for you guys. And another thing that makes me happy about you two is the fact that being an item and working together, you actually feed off each other. In terms of inspiration, in terms of work ethic, in terms of whatnot, and you know how to be consistent with the music, because the mere fact that you can jump from genre to genre means growth, and the growth is contributed by the space you are in. And like you said earlier, you are in a safe space where you're completely free, and I'm guessing you are at your most creative, and it's just something that bounces between you guys, you know what I mean? So that's something I'm happy about. That's something I wish could stay solid for the longest, you know what I mean? So that we'd like to see you guys, on TV way more, because I would like, it's been nice to see you, Yashna, on TV, and like, it's been nice, it's encouraging to see someone doing or taking those moves and, going to the next level in their career, you know what I mean? So it's very inspirational. And, it's been a good chat, guys. It's been a good chat, good catching up. And
tell everyone to stay hydrated.
Yes. They've been actually drinking water. I wish there was visual so you could see the buckets they're drinking from.
We've been drinking water, goddamn.
You know what I mean? But yeah, beautiful vibe, beautiful people, beautiful music. Thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us here. Thank you for agreeing to be on the podcast again. Thank you, Neo, for coming on. You know what I mean? It's just been nice. Man. You know what I mean? So, it's been nice, and we hope to have you guys again soon, just, to catch up on the growth, to catch up on the moves, and the success, because obviously at this point, there's no stopping you guys. I can see that, you know what I mean? So yeah, just tell the people where they could get your music and where they can get you on social media platforms.
You can find all my music on That's a File Host.
That's still a thing. That's still a thing, though.
No, I'm a piano is a serious
They still drop. Imagine like with one of those songs, they still drop. Now you can find all my music on all digital streaming platforms. Streaming platforms, not screaming platforms. Streaming platforms. Yeah, and then on socials, I'm Instagram at Soul Brother Ndawo, Twitter at Yashna Neo. I don't even use my Twitter. It's crazy. And Facebook at Neo Ndawo. Yeah, that's it.
Dope, man. Dope.
Yeah, I don't give out my number, guys. So.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah.
Definitely. Spice there.
He's lying. His number is everywhere. Anyway, you can find me at Yashna_INT on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and on Facebook, Yashna International. On YouTube, Yashna International. My music you can literally find everywhere. Some of it you may find on Fakaza. That's when you know you made it.
That's how you know. That's how you know. When the Fakaza people come in, you know.
But yeah, that's it. Well, don't go streaming on Fakaza. No shade to Fakaza, but I like to get earned from my stream. So please, Apple, Spotify, it's everywhere. And I've had this tendency of, from the beginning, whatever I drop, I don't only put it on platforms where you purchase. I make sure I also put it on SoundCloud and Audio Mac because I was that person that never had iTunes. So I would go straight to Audio Mac and SoundCloud. So for those that can't afford to stream, yeah, by all means, head over to SoundCloud and Audio Mac. Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope. All right, China, who are you on social media?
Twitter, Instagram, it's China the Artist. That's it, man. I don't have a Facebook.
Get on that, bro. There's nothing like Facebook fans, bro.
Yeah, they're quite supportive, exactly.
Dog, like they just very supportive, and like with Instagram, it's just there's bougie people, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have Facebook for the longest time because I didn't want it.
Yeah.
But I got it last year for the art side.
Yeah.
And the amount of like fans and followers there, and the love that is so genuine on Facebook is wild in comparison to Instagram. Like
Instagram
in 1
Twitter,
year, the reach is crazy that I've gotten from Facebook. So I suggest that artists get on Facebook.
Definitely, you heard it, guys. All right, we are Sludge Underground on Instagram, at Sludge031 on Twitter, Sludge Underground Podcast on Facebook, and this interview you will get it on our website. It is www.sludgeunderground.com and other platforms like Spotify and your Apple podcast. What you'll see there with the streaming. So it's been a dope one. I am Lunacy Drops. It's at Lunacy_drops everywhere. But Lunacy has a double I. On Facebook, I am Andile Lunacy Pila Matonzi. Yes, sir. That's where you can get me. And thank you guys again, man. It's been a dope one. Hope to see you again soon. And we are out.
I just came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. She came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. And coming from a hyper cloud, what the fuck you talking about? Making it without a doubt. Told my mama make a proud. Piling up the hundreds in my stash and in my bank account. Grinding hard, putting work for the life I dream about. I see the hate, I see the shit, but I ain't really worried about it. There's nothing y'all can do to me, I know y'all ain't about it. And at this rate, it's no mistake, I'm finna double up the stakes. I keep my grass low, I can tell that y'all snakes. I had to wait and analyze, I had to read between the lines to see the truth and lies, and now I finally see. I just came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. She came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. This way all the lights are doubt. Knew that I would make it out. In my lane I'm never switching, only chasing paper now. Only want the paper and my peace in this life of sin. Praying hard, trusting God for me and my team to win. I feel the pain, I feel insane, but I ain't never really doubted. There's nothing y'all can say to me, I always been about it. Let's get it straight, I can't relate. I had to double up the hours. Had to earn my place, had to fight for all my flowers. I had to wait and analyze, I had to read between the lines to see the truth and lies, and now I finally see. I just came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. She came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. And came into this game from a hyper cloud. So talent keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud. Came in for the bag and I'm finna bounce. No. Keep my name out they fucking mouth. My actions do the talking and they speaking loud.